Another dream is within reach. A student opens up a book. An entrepreneur takes another look.
Education is the foundation of every future. It shapes opportunity. It builds skills. It opens doors. And it determines how far people can go in life. When educational systems are strong, communities grow. When they are weak, opportunity becomes limited. Tonight our panel asks, how can communities strengthen educational systems? Welcome to the Thunderdome. Good evening and welcome back to America Together Radio. Last episode we explored cultural systems. Tonight we begin a new chapter, educational systems, how communities teach, learn, and develop skills across generations.
So this is about schools?
Yes, but also learning in every form, formal, informal, and lifelong education. Tonight we'll discuss curriculum design, skill development pathways, teacher support systems, access to education, technology and learning, and how communities prepare people for the future. President Pipeline, when a community wants to strengthen educational systems, where should it begin? We'll hear your answer right after the break.
Watching seasons come and go across the valleys down below. The rivers carve their ancient.
Welcome back. Tonight's question, how can communities strengthen educational systems? President Pipeline, will begin with you.
Thank you. Educational systems begin with curriculum design. What is being taught? Why is it being taught? And how does it connect to real-world skills? We must align learning with future opportunity.
So relevance matters.
Exactly. Education must prepare people for life, not just exams.
Many students feel disconnected from what they learn.
Which is why application is essential.
Liberty Jack, your perspective.
Expand access to education for all communities. Support flexible learning paths. Integrate real-world skill training early in education.
So access and skills go together?
Absolutely. Education should open doors, not close them.
Relevance builds engagement.
Access builds opportunity.
And both strengthen education.
A strong beginning for tonight's discussion. After the break, Lady Progress discusses modern learning systems. Captain Constitution explores fairness and equal access in education. Stay with us.
The morning sun clouds through the pines, painting gold across the countryside. Another day begins.
Welcome back. Tonight we're exploring how communities can strengthen educational systems. So far we've discussed curriculum and access. Now let's continue. Lady Progress, how do modern learning systems improve education?
Modern systems adapt to different learning styles. They use technology to expand access, and they allow education to continue beyond traditional classrooms.
So learning is becoming more flexible.
Exactly. Education must evolve with society.
Captain Constitution, what role does fairness play in education?
Fairness ensures that every learner has equal opportunity to succeed, regardless of location, background, or income. Education must not be limited by circumstance.
So equity is structural.
Very much so. Without fairness, education systems divide rather than uplift.
President Pipeline, what stands out to you?
Relevance builds engagement.
Access builds opportunity.
Adaptation builds flexibility.
Fairness builds equity.
So education systems must evolve while staying fair.
Exactly. Market Maverick off microphone, and ideally without requiring a 9-step login process just to access homework. After the break, Market Maverick discusses practical education systems. Professor Data explores research on learning outcomes. And the People's Advocate shares everyday habits for lifelong learning. Stay with us.
I'm Jeremy Levan. Rural communities understand problems that national politics often ignores. Distance, roads, hospitals, water, agriculture, energy, broadband, schools, and local services are not abstract issues. They are daily realities. America Together 2028 wants those voices included.
Fields that stretch for miles and miles, past little towns and grain elevators, standing tall against the...
Welcome back. Tonight we've discussed curriculum, access, modern learning, and fairness in education systems. Now let's ask an important question. How do educational systems work in real-world practice? Market Maverick, what practical steps improve education systems?
Improve teacher support systems, modernize classroom tools and digital learning platforms, streamline student access to resources, and reduce administrative barriers to learning.
So efficiency matters.
Exactly. Broken systems slow down learning.
Professor Dade, what does research suggest about education systems?
Research shows that integrated learning systems, strong teacher support, and accessible educational technology significantly improve student outcomes and long-term skill development.
So structure improves results.
Very much so. Consistency creates better learning environments.
People's Advocate, what practical advice would you offer listeners?
Encourage lifelong learning habits. Support local schools and educators. Use available training resources. Stay curious and keep building new skills.
Quick thoughts.
Relevance builds engagement.
Access builds opportunity.
Adaptation builds flexibility.
Fairness builds equity.
Education should include environmental literacy so future generations understand sustainability challenges.
After the break, each mascot shares one habit that helps communities strengthen educational systems. Then we'll conclude tonight's discussion and preview our final segment. Stay with us. Welcome back. Tonight we've explored how communities can strengthen educational systems. We've talked about curriculum, access, modern learning, fairness, and real-world education systems that support lifelong growth. Now let's close with one final question. If you could encourage every community to practice one habit that strengthens educational systems, what would it be?
Keep education relevant to real-world opportunities. Relevance builds engagement.
Ensure everyone has access to learning opportunities throughout life. Access builds growth.
Continuously adapt education systems to meet changing needs. Adaptation builds resilience.
Guarantee fairness and equal opportunity in all educational pathways. Fairness builds equity.
Integrate environmental literacy into all levels of education. Awareness builds responsibility.
Make learning simple, accessible, and easy to continue at any stage of life. Simplicity builds participation.
Stay curious and keep learning beyond formal education. Curiosity builds lifelong growth.
Continue improving education systems through feedback, research, and innovation so communities can build stronger futures over time.
Education is not a stage of life. It is a continuous system, a pathway that evolves, and a shared responsibility between individuals and communities. When education works well, opportunity expands for everyone. You've been listening to America Together Radio, simulated mascot debate Thunderdome. Today's discussion featured fictional mascot characters created to explore civic ideas through respectful conversation. The characters are fictional. Their conversations are intended to encourage learning, fairness, and stronger communities. Thank you for listening. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, keep building together, and we'll see you inside the Thunderdome.
The same as they have through the years, watching seasons come